I was thrown off for a second. I was. Oh, wow. Okay. I have a. All right. I need. I'm starting over. I'm starting over. I'm starting over. Okay. I'm used to it's morning time. That's why I'm thrown off because I'm used to recording my podcast in the evening time. And see, this is the thing. On my other channel, it's called My Morning Political Thought. So I start off saying, it's morning in Los Angeles and it's morning in America. Today is such and such. And I am your host, Casey Phoenix, and this is my morning political thought. And I was about to do, it's morning in Los Angeles. It's morning. And I'm like, wait a second. This isn't for that show. Oh boy. So yeah. That's why I paused for a second when I had pressed play on the camera because I'm like, I'm about to say this. This isn't for that show. Now that I've got that out the way, today is Friday, December the 25th. And yes, I had to pause for 2 seconds to remember what the date was. I remember what the holiday is, but I had to pause for 2 seconds. This is going to be one of those episodes. Okay. Today is December the 25th, Friday. I am your host, KC Phoenix. And this is my daily thought. Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. All right. So let me tell you, last night, something happened. It was so funny because I was watching a tarot card reading last night and I fell asleep during because I was already a little bit tired. And if you can see behind me, for those who are watching, but for those who are listening, there are pillows stacked up behind me. That's similar to what the stack was last night when I was watching a tarot card reading. And it was around maybe 10-ish, give or take, 9:45-ish, 50-ish, something like that. So I was planning on going to sleep anyway, but I didn't know I was that tired. And I was watching the tarot card reading and I wanted to finish watching it because it was kind of interesting. It wasn't fully resonating with me because she was doing tea leaf readings and I don't really like tea leaf cards for readings, but I like her readings. What is her channel? I think it's Boss Lady Tarot is what her channel is, and she's really good. But before I knew it, it was one something in the morning, and I'm on my left side looking and waking up like just groggy and stuff. And then I'm looking at my TV. And you always know that I keep my TV on. I always like to have a movie playing in the background because it helps me sleep better. But I was looking and there was a Christmas movie on the TV that I had seen. And it was A Very Merry Toy Store movie is what that was, which is a Lifetime movie. Okay. So I'm looking and I'm like, wait a second. I was watching YouTube. I know I didn't wake up because it's rare that I sleep walk or sleep do things. I heard that I slept walk once a long time ago when I was a kid. My brother was like I was pulling the curtains or doing something. But it's rare I do things in my sleep and then it's like I don't remember anything like that. So I was like, did I wake up, put on A Very Merry Toy Store, and then just go back to sleep? I was like, that doesn't make sense. So I'm messing with my remote and I'm like, oh, it's still on YouTube because YouTube has access to the Lifetime movies or Christmas movies. And that's what they've been showing on YouTube. So somehow, out of the tarot card reading that I had, hours later, it made it into one of the Lifetime Christmas movies that I've already seen as well. And I just thought it was interesting that that was the movie I woke up on on YouTube because, like I said, I own it. I'm looking at my video collection right now. I have it on the Christmas movies I bought last year. I bought a bunch of Christmas movies last year because they were on sale for 99 cents. So why not? Because this is the thing. Like I said, if you follow my podcast, you know that I don't Christmas decorations, no. However, if you follow my podcast, you know I love movies. I love movies, which is why I do movie recommendations. I love, love, love movies. And I love cheesy Christmas movies. So let me make that clear. I love cheesy Christmas movies. And nothing gets more cheesier than a Lifetime Christmas movie, in my opinion. So as soon as I had seen 99 cents, a movie, I was like, okay, let me rack up. And I did that last year. But I didn't watch all of them. I watched maybe like, how many did I buy last year? Hold on, that's 2, 7, 11. So I bought 11 movies last year. 11 Christmas movies. Some were Lifetime, 2 were non-Lifetime. So 2 from 11, 9. So 9 Lifetime Christmas movies last year that I bought. Out of the 9 that I bought last year, I watched 2 of them, which I watched The Flight Before Christmas, which that was cute. And then I watched A Gift Wrapped Christmas. And that one was really, really cute too, as well. Which, A Gift Wrapped Christmas, is about this girl who she finds her way into this man's life who he's a single father and yada yada yada. You know the drill. All right. So with The Gift Wrap Christmas, that was good. And yeah, she's a personal shopper too. And that's how she found her way into his life. But this year, I was like, I'm going to make it a point to watch all of my Christmas movies I bought, my Lifetime Christmas movies that I bought last year. So that's what I did. Every day when I eat dinner, and I've mentioned this before, I watch a movie. And I said, okay, so every day I'm just going to watch the Christmas movies is what I'm going to do because it usually takes me about an hour to an hour and 30 minutes, sometimes 2 hours to eat. So it kind of works out. So I watched A Very Merry Toy Store, which Mario Lopez, love him, and Jingle Bell, which is really cute. That's with Tatiana Ali. Tatiana Ali is in a few Lifetime Christmas movies. And all the Lifetime Christmas movies that she's in, they've all been good as well. And she sings too in this, which for some people who don't know this, Tatiana Ali can actually sing. She's always been able to sing. She actually had an album out years ago. What was the name of that album? Mm, 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 mm. I think it was Daydreaming of You or something, but she had one single that it got a little bit of buzz or whatever. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm doing this from memory here, so just bear with me. If I'm not mistaken, she was on Michael Jackson's record label. I think Will Smith helped her get the deal, or Will Smith had something to do with that, but I'm pretty sure she was on Michael Jackson's record label. The MJJ, I think is what it is. The MJJ label, or what it was. Because she was on that label, and also Brownstone, the female singing group, Brownstone, was on Michael Jackson's record label. And I'm pretty sure Tatiana Ali's album went gold worldwide. I'm pretty sure it did. It didn't, I don't think it, went platinum or anything like that, but it was cute for what it was. And she actually has a nice singing voice. So for those who have never heard Tatiana Ali sing, you can hear it in Jingle Bell and also some of the other ones she's in, or you can listen to her album that she came out with. It's sort of like that Tamar Braxton situation. Everybody thinks that Tamar Braxton released her first album a few years ago when The Love and War came out. And Tamar Braxton had an album way before that. It just didn't get any buzz during that time period. So, yeah, same thing with Tatiana Ali. She had an album quite a few years ago. But I digress. So I watched Jingle Bell. That was cute. Wrapped Up in Christmas, which is also another Tatiana Ali movie. That was cute as well. Because her niece makes a wish to Santa Claus. Not Santa Claus, but a guy dressed up like Santa Claus. And it just so happens that the guy actually had a crush on her. And the niece wanted her auntie to find love and all this other stuff. So, yeah, Wrapped Up in Christmas, that was good. And what else? Christmas in Tennessee was good too. That was about the bakery or whatever, and with them getting enough orders, and it just so happens that they get this large order from Mrs. Claus, Santa Claus's actual wife. So that was nice. And the one I watched last year, because I already mentioned The Flight Before Christmas, which The Flight Before Christmas, it was with these two people who were on a flight. They didn't really get along, but their flight ended up being laid over, and then they're stuck in this town and yada, 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 and then you know how that goes. Toni Braxton was in the Every Day is Christmas. Watched that last year when I bought it, and it was good for what it was. She was visited by her parents, spirits, and all this other stuff because she was this hardworking woman who focused on work all the time and she wasn't known for having a heart or having compassion. And then after the visit, it's sort of like the Ebenezer Scrooge type thing, but with Toni Braxton. That's what that was. So that, excuse me. So that was good. Let's see. I got to go all the way back up now because I'm going through okay. I was looking at something on my phone. So this year they had more sales. Now, one of my favorites this year, because I bought more movies. I bought that's 3, 6, 9, 11. Okay, so I bought 12. So I bought 12 movies this year, and I made it a point to watch all of them this year. So I had done A Twist of Christmas, which was cute. It was about these two people, they're single parents. They end up swapping the toys. Now, when I went into this movie, I was kind of like, I don't think I'm going to like this. And this always happens to me. Anytime I start watching a movie and I'm like, I don't think I'm going to like this. Or either if I haven't started watching it and I look at it, like not the bio, there's another term for it. It's not coming to me. I'll just call it the overview for lack of the actual technical term. But when I look at the overview of what it's about, I'm like, I don't think I'm going to like this, but I'll watch it anyway. And then I go into it and I'm watching it with A Twist of Christmas. And I'm like, I just don't think I'm going to like this. And it's going on. And then I'm like, okay, wait a second. This is kind of interesting. So the two parents, they're single parents. They switch gifts by accident when they're at the store because they're both in a rush. One's an attorney. The other one, I forgot what she does. But the guy's an attorney. And she's a reporter. That's what it is. She's a reporter. So she's a reporter. He's an attorney. They're buying gifts for their kids, a gift for their kids. Both gifts are one of a kind type gifts. And they end up getting each other's gift. So then, as a reporter, she tracks him down, goes to his law firm, and is like, hey, I have your gift. I need the gift for my son. And he's like, well, I don't have it. And she's like, well, where is it at? And then come to find out, the attorney is divorced. And the gift is at the house with the ex-wife and the new husband that the attorney is kind of jealous of. So it was just real. And there are more layers that are added to it as it goes on. And I'm just like, wow. So that ended up being one of my favorite little cheesy Christmas movies this year. The other one, Christmas Around the Corner, that one was cute. She goes in, she wants to fix up this Christmas store and do some other things and yada, yada, yada. She gets involved. It was cute. Merry Little Christmas, Liddle, with Kelly Rowland from Destiny's Child. That was a nice one too, which between us, I wish that Kelly Rowland would do more acting. Like I tell you, I'm good at reading energy. I feel just like entertaining as a singer being on stage is Beyonce's calling. I really feel Kelly Rowland's calling is being an A-list actress. And I feel like she just hasn't got the right role yet. That's what I feel like. I feel like she hasn't got the right role yet. But I feel she has so much potential to be an A-list actress. She just has to get the right role. And I think she has to believe in herself a little bit more too. But this is just me on the outside looking in on that last suggestion is what I believe. I believe she has to believe in herself a little bit more because I see energy-wise, I see so much potential that she could be one of the top actresses in Hollywood. Like she has that potential. She has the look. She just has the energy where she can do it. And I would rather see her, which by the way, her new music video, I had seen it recently. It was nice, but her singing is like icing on the cake. I'd rather see her doing more like really, really, really focusing on acting and getting the right roles to give her the experience and unlock the potential that she really has. Because in my opinion, I think Kelly Rowland could be one of the biggest actresses in history. This is just me, what I'm saying, that's my opinion. So yeah, Merry Little Christmas was good. Christmas Hotel was cute. That's another Tatiana Ali Lifetime Christmas movie. It was cute. What else did I watch? Christmas 9 to 5. That was really cute too. This girl goes undercover. She's a reporter. She goes undercover because she's looking for a story to write the true meaning of Christmas. And there's this store that's closing or not doing well, on the verge of closing. So she goes to the store, gets a job, and writes daily the things that are going on in the store undercover. And the guy who is the head of the store, he's preparing to sell because his sister is working on the whole deal of selling the store and wants to sell, but he wants to keep the store alive because he's really attached to the store and the people. And as she's writing her stories, of course, it makes the store a little bit more popular, but also, she's undercover, and then he has to find out that she's really a reporter. And that whole situation was interesting too, how that unfolded. But yeah, Christmas 9 to 5 is really cute. A Date by Christmas Eve, that was a cute one. This is another Mrs. Claus, the actual Santa Claus's wife. Santa Claus's wife intervenes and gives this girl the ability to put people on a naughty list or a nice list. And magical things happen, and it teaches a lesson. It The point of the movie is to look within. Is what the after you've watched everything is like, oh, okay, that's what it's saying. But that was a cute movie too. And what else did I watch? Radio Christmas. That one is Akeisha Knight Pulliam, Rudy from Cosby Show. She's in that one. Radio Christmas. It was cute. It was cute. That one, she works on a Christmas station, and she had to go to a smaller town, and it just so happens that the small town she ends up in, one of her biggest fans, which is a little girl, wanted her dad to meet someone because she felt her dad was always taking care of everyone. And she ends up in the town of that fan, that little girl. And of course, she ends up dating the dad, and things happen and yada, yada, yada. So you got to watch the movie. All right. The Road Home for Christmas. Watched that last night. That one has been one of my favorites out of all of my lifetime Christmas movies that I bought. That one has been one of my favorites. It's up there. It's up there with Gift Wrapped Christmas and Wrapped Up in Christmas. So yeah, The Road Home for Christmas is really good. It's about these two musicians. They're rival piano players, and they play against each other at a nightclub. And they both have to take a road trip home for Christmas because they don't have the money to fly home, because they work at this nightclub in Louisiana, in New Orleans. And they both have family in Ohio. And they don't discover this till later because the girl is very kind of standoffish. She kind of reminds me of me a little bit. But she didn't take the time to get to know him. And as they start talking, they find out they both live or are both from Ohio. And then she's from Akron, and then he's from somewhere else close to Akron. And they both want to go home for different reasons. For her reason, her sister is pregnant. For his reason, his mother has either Alzheimer's or early Alzheimer's or something of that nature or whatever. And he wants to get there to make sure that his mother still remembers him, especially on Christmas. And a lot of other things happen throughout this movie. So I'm not, you know me, I do some spoilers, but not everything. And Marie Osmond is in this movie, and she was good too. But yeah, The Road Home for Christmas, I was at the end, I was holding back the tears. So yeah, that's one of my favorite ones. And You Light Up My Christmas, it was okay. It's with Kim Fields. Kim Fields is in that. One thing I will say, because she was not only was she the star, I think she was the director of this movie. Let me check right quick. Executive producer. She was executive producer on this movie. So one thing I will say, even though it wasn't bad, it just wasn't campy enough for me, like cheesy enough. Not like the other ones. This one was like almost like a movie, but with Christmas theme. And like I said, I like cheesy, I like campy type stuff. So I enjoyed it. It was a solid movie because I rated it a 4. But it just wasn't there. But one thing I will say is that she looked flawless throughout that whole movie. Kim Fields looked amazing throughout the whole movie. My opinion. So yeah. Then there was Always and Forever Christmas. I watched that one. It was solid. Had its campy moments. This was another one where Mrs. Claus comes in. I think I have out of all these Christmas movies, I think there's 4 or 5 where the actual Mrs. Claus comes in and does something to help out. Oh yeah, and poinsettias. I'm trying to pronounce that correct because people say poinsettias, but to my understanding, they're saying the correct way to pronounce it is poinsettias. Poinsettias for Christmas. That was another movie that I had bought last year, and I watched it this year, and that was good too. But Always and Forever Christmas, Mrs. Claus comes in, intervenes because the girl wants to sell her grandfather's Christmas store. It's a year-round Christmas store. And Mrs. Claus is trying to get her to remember the old feelings that she had for the store when she was a kid to change her mind on selling it. So there was that one. Twinkle All the Way. I'm looking at this. I know I watched it. Twinkle All the Way was cute. That, because I'm doing this from memory. That one, yeah, it's more about a woman who's very organized. She does everything by the book. And it's almost it was almost like that on the road home for Christmas because she was really organized and by the book, like schedules for this, and that. Same thing with Twinkle All the Way. And then she meets this guy who's not always organized, but then they kind of hit it off and stuff starts to happen. And yeah, it was a solid movie. I liked it. So I've watched all of my Christmas movies except one. And that is a non-Lifetime movie, which is The Man Who Invented Christmas. And I'll probably watch that today on Christmas. I have to make time for it. But yeah, I just thought I would tell you guys about my cheesy Christmas movies. This isn't necessarily a movie recommendation. I mean, if you want to watch any of the movies I mentioned, more power to you. But I'm just telling you about it. And also, there you can watch them on YouTube for free, or you can get them on sale because they're on sale for 99 cents right now. And that's why I bought them, because that's 99 cents a movie, close to free. So yeah, that's all I have. I hope everyone is enjoying their Christmas. I look forward to doing a show tomorrow, and that will be my reveal that I planned on doing. I have to go through the stuff tonight and just figure out what I want to reveal. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at on that. But I'll know for sure when I do it tomorrow. So yeah, I'll explain when it happens. But yeah, that's all I have. Anyways, KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. As I have said before and will always say, the podcast is available on Apple Podcast, Spotify, Anchor, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, and Castbox, I think, or Pocket Cast, or whatever you call it. Several other platforms. Long story short, if you type in Keeping It Real with KC, more than likely you're going to see it. Also, you can follow on Twitter, KIRWKC, or on Instagram, KIRWKC, which I upload the episodes to Instagram or IGTV. And Facebook.com/KIRWKC. I feel like I'm missing something. Oh yeah, if you're watching if you're watching this on YouTube or Dailymotion, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, followed by the notification bell. That will let you know when I upload new videos. And people, that's all I have. So Merry Christmas and looking forward to the new year. Until next time, be blessed.